Plantation owners started these fires. They want to create new areas for their palm trees. The fires are illegal, but they burn again and again. The government is trying to protect the rainforest and biodiversity, and the people who suffer from the effects of the smoke. The fruit of the palm tree weighs up to 4 kilograms. The biggest consumers of the oil from the fruit are Indonesia and China, followed by the European Union. It's chiefly used to cook with, but is also often an ingredient in food or cosmetics. Palm oil is also used as a biofuel additive in the EU. However, that could end soon in an effort to protect the rainforest. The government in Kuala Lumpur is coming out in support of the 650,000 small farmers whose livelihoods depend on palm oil. It says half the forests are now protected. The focus has switched to increased productivity. The government has even introduced a certificate for green plantations. Malaysia has threatened to retaliate if the EU restricts imports. There were reports at an aviation show in Langkawi that the planned purchase of European jet fighters could be stopped. Instead, Chinese or other aircraft would be an option.
We welcome cooperation.
We were one of the first Asian countries to buy Russian planes. The government has also threatened to boycott the planned free trade agreement between the European Union and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
Well, let's bring in Ashutosh Pandey from our Southeast Asia desk. Ashutosh, give us an idea of the scale of this. Who's got more to lose, Malaysia or the EU? And is the EU playing fair?
Well, Gerhard, to be honest, Malaysian market does not enjoy a lot of leverage over the European Union. The two did 40 billion worth of trade in 2017 in goods, and Malaysia is the 21st largest trading partner for European Union. Having said that, Malaysia does have a leverage when it comes to free trade deals. Now, Malaysia could play a spoil sport when it comes to the trade ambitions of European Union in the region. The trade talks with Malaysia have been on hold since 2012. And looking at the current scenario, it seems unlikely they're going to start anytime soon. Now, what that does is that effectively throws any possible free trade deal with ASEAN, which is European Union's third largest trading partner outside of Europe, out of the picture. Because European Union sees trade deals with individual countries as building blocks for a wider trade deal with ASEAN as a whole.
Ashutosh, how serious is Malaysia's threat to cancel that Eurofighter order?
Well, to me, it seems more like pressure tactic because Prime Minister Mahathir did go ahead and actually downplay the threat, saying it was only a suggestion. Now, having said that, we wouldn't be surprised if China actually walks away with a fighter jet deal from Malaysia, because Malaysia has made some strange choices when it comes to buying fighter jets in the past, when it was to do with Sukhoi from Russia. And also, that would be a big blow for the European jet makers, Eurofighter and Dassault Aviation, which have been actually campaigning hard for almost a decade to win this deal, which could be valued at around $2 billion.
So blow for the Eurofighter consortium. But how damaging is this for Malaysia's economy? Briefly, if you can.
Malaysia depends a lot on palm oil exports. But only to put things into perspective, overall an effect on the GDP is not going to be huge, because only 12% of the GDP is actually 5% of total exports is palm oil.
Ashutosh Pandey, thank you very much.